Go!
Breaking news. Welcome to today's headlines. Buhari to Western allies designate Ipob as a terrorist group. Buhari to Western allies designate Ipob as a terrorist group. To my dear listeners, from wherever you're listening from, please stay tuned as I read today's news. President Muhammadu Buhari has asked Western allies to designate separatist group, the indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, as a terrorist organization, noting that it would cost them nothing to do so. This is contained in the president's written responses to questions posed by Bloomberg News. The Nigerian leader also said, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress, APC, is his preferred successor and has his full backing. Asked if he plans to endorse a candidate for president and if so who, Buhari said yes, I will endorse the APC candidate for president. Again, in defense of Central Bank of Nigeria, CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele's presidential bid, President Buhari said Emefiele was a victim of accusations because as Apex Bank Governor, he follows a model outside of the economic orthodoxy. According to him, the CBN governor is appointed by the president, but this appointment is subject to confirmation by the Nigerian Senate. Ultimately, it will be for the CBN's board of directors to determine whether a CBN governor's action are falling foul of the laws in place to ensure he can most effectively carry out his duties. But there is a subtext to the accusations. Because the governor follows a model outside the economic orthodoxy, he is labeled political, but the orthodoxy has proved wrong time and again. Instead, the governor is following an alternative economic model that puts people at the heart of policy. Nigeria should be free to choose its development model and how to construct our economy so it functions for Nigerians. The president also noted that Western allies must designate the outlawed indigenous people of Biafra, Ipob, as a terror group. We urge those same international partners to take additional steps costing them nothing by proscribing another group, Ipob, as a terrorist organization. Their leadership enjoys heaven in the West, broadcasting its speech into Nigeria from London. spending millions, lobbying members of the US Congress, and freely using international financial networks to arm agitators on the ground. This must stop, he added. President Buhari also stated that his administration is the only one in Nigeria's history to implement a solution to decades-long harder farmer conflict, exacerbated by desertification and demographic growth. The National Livestock Transformation Plan, putting ranching at its core, is the only way to deplete the competition for resources at the core of the clashes. Governors from some individual states have sought to play politics, where ranches have been established, but where there have been disputes have dramatically reduced, he stated. On the rising killings due to blasphemy in the country, he said, "No person has the right to take the law into his or her own hands. Christianity and Islam, our two great faiths and their great books, have far more in common than they have apart. Nigeria has a long tradition of tolerance that we must draw on, and we must strive to find common ground. What comes out of the tragedy is to cherish what we share, while at the same time respecting our differences." President Muhammadu Buhari has asked Western allies to designate separatist group, the Indigenous People of Biafra, Ipob, as terrorist organization, noting that it would cost them nothing to do so. This is contained in the president's written responses to questions posed by Bloomberg News. The Nigerian leader also said Bola Ahmed Tinubu, presidential candidate of the All Progressives Congress (APCL), is his preferred successor and has his full backing. So my dear listeners, now we've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let's know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.